Attention passionate Philadelphia Eagles fans. Latest news. Something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Philadelphia Eagles fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL news cycle over the past few weeks, you've probably seen some whispers, some rumors swirling around the Philadelphia Eagles secondary. And let me tell you, this isn't just some idle gossip. No, this could very well be a strategic move by the Eagles to bolster their defense, especially their cornerback core, which has been a bit of a question mark this offseason. It's no secret that the Eagles' defense, particularly their secondary, has been a topic of discussion among fans and analysts alike. With how competitive the NFC has become, every team is looking for that edge, that little tweak that can make all the difference come playoff time. And for the Eagles, that tweak might just be acquiring a player who's been making waves lately in NFL circles. Cornerback Greg Newsome II from the Cleveland Browns. Now, to give you a bit of background, Greg Newsome was a first-round pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, selected 26th overall by the Browns. That in itself tells you a lot about how highly he was regarded coming out of college, where he played for Northwestern. He was seen as a player with tremendous potential, someone with the athleticism, instincts, and versatility to be a lockdown corner. And, to his credit, his rookie season did not disappoint. Named to the PFWA All-Rookie team, Newsome finished that first year with 37 tackles and 9 pass deflections across 12 games. That's pretty solid for a rookie adjusting to the league, especially in a division where passing offenses are becoming more and more explosive. Fast forward to 2023, and Newsome took a step forward. He posted career highs with 49 tackles, 14 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions became a highlight reel moment, a 34-yard pick six against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens that had Eagles fans talking. That kind of playmaking ability, combined with his coverage skills, made him a player to watch. But, as is often the case in the NFL, things aren't always smooth sailing. In 2024, the Browns coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, seemed to lose some confidence in Newsome. Despite having exercised his fifth-year option worth over $13 million guaranteed, he was demoted to the third cornerback on the depth chart. That's a significant drop, especially for a player who was once seen as a cornerstone of their secondary. To make matters worse, his season was cut short due to a hamstring injury, landing him on injured reserve. Now, injuries are part of the game, but sometimes they serve as a signal for management that perhaps a change of scenery might be in order. And Cleveland, it seems, might be exploring that possibility. So, why would the Eagles be interested in a player like Newsome? Well, for starters, his versatility is a huge advantage. According to Pro Football Focus, he's played over 400 snaps on the outside and nearly 200 snaps in the slot. That kind of flexibility means he can seamlessly rotate between roles depending on the matchup, giving defensive coordinator Vic Fangio a lot of tactical options. Imagine a defense where you can switch between zones, man coverage, and hybrid schemes without losing a beat. That's the kind of versatility Newsome brings to the table. And, let's face it, The Eagles' secondary has been somewhat inconsistent at times, especially in coverage against top-tier quarterbacks. Now, if this move were to happen, it would also shake up the competition for the CB2 spot. Right now, Kelly Ringo is battling veteran Adoree Jackson for that role, with Cooper DeJean locked into the slot. Adding Newsome into the mix would create a more competitive environment that can only help elevate everyone's game. Think about it. Ringo, Jackson, Newsome, and DeJean all fighting for playing time. That's a recipe for a more focused, hungry secondary that can adapt to any offensive scheme the NFC throws at them. But, of course, there are financial considerations. Newsome's contract is not cheap. Fully guaranteed at over $13 million for 2025, the Eagles would have to weigh the benefits of adding a talented, versatile player against the cap hit and the potential impact on their salary structure. It's a significant investment, no doubt, but in the NFL, sometimes you have to spend to win, especially when you're looking to maximize a defense that already has some studs, like Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay, and the emerging Jalen Carter. And let's not forget, the Eagles' defensive philosophy under Vic Fangio has always been about adaptability and creating mismatches. Bringing in a player like Newsome would fit right into that mold. His ability to play both outside and in the slot offers a lot of strategic options. And his youth, just 24 years old, means he has plenty of prime years ahead of him. That's crucial for a team that's always looking to build for the future while competing at the highest level now. Now, what about the Browns' perspective? Well, it's clear that they might be looking to move on from Newsome. Despite his talent, his recent struggles, injuries, and the demotion on the depth chart suggest that Cleveland might be ready to part ways. Maybe they see him as a player whose value is now as a trade asset rather than a core piece of their defense. And that's where the Eagles could come in, swooping in to secure a player who could immediately bolster their secondary. Of course, acquiring Newsome wouldn't come cheap. The Browns might ask for draft capital or other assets in exchange for a player with his potential and experience. The Eagles, known for their smart roster management, would need to evaluate if the cost aligns with their long-term vision. But given how important the secondary is in today's NFL, especially with the passing games becoming more sophisticated and explosive, adding a player like Newsome makes a lot of sense. And there's also the element of competition within the team. The Eagles' coaching staff has shown that they value depth and competition in every position group. Having Newsome in the mix would push the current starters to elevate their game, knowing that there's a talented player waiting in the wings. This kind of environment can lead to better performances all around, which is exactly what a team aiming for another Super Bowl appearance needs. Let's also consider the broader picture. The Eagles' defense has been progressively improving over the last couple of seasons. But there's always room for growth. Adding a player with Newsome's experience, especially someone who has shown flashes of brilliance and playmaking ability, could be a catalyst for that growth. His presence might also help in key matchups during the season, where strategic matchups and versatile defensive schemes are often the difference makers in close games. Now, fans, I know some of you might be wondering about the financial implications. Yes, Newsome's contract is hefty, particularly the guaranteed money in 2025, but the Eagles have shown they're willing to spend when it makes sense. They've built a roster that balances youth, talent, and experience, and they're always looking for ways to improve. If the front office believes that Newsome can be a difference maker in their secondary, they will explore all options to make it happen. They've done it before, trading for key players, drafting high-value talent, and making savvy signings. So this potential move fits into their pattern of strategic roster building. And for the fans, This is what makes following the Eagles so exciting. Every season, there's a new storyline, a new twist, and a chance to see your team take another step toward glory. The secondary has been a point of focus for years. And with the league's evolving offensive landscape, it's more critical than ever to have a flexible, talented group of cornerbacks. Newsome could be that missing piece. The guy who elevates the entire unit and helps lead the team deep into the playoffs. In terms of team history, the Eagles have always been about resilience and smart roster moves. From the Super Bowl winning teams to their recent playoff runs, they've shown a knack for identifying talent and making strategic moves. Think about how they've built their offensive line, their skill position groups, and even their special teams now. Adding a versatile cornerback like Newsome would be another chapter in that story. One that fans should be watching closely. It's also worth mentioning that the Eagles coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Sirianni and defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, are experts at maximizing player potential. They're known for their innovative schemes and ability to adapt on the fly. Bringing in a player like Newsome, who can fit into multiple roles, would give them even more tools to outsmart their opponents. Whether it's shutting down a top receiver or providing coverage flexibility against dynamic offenses, Newsome's skill set aligns perfectly with the Eagles' strategic approach. And, of course, there's the emotional aspect. Eagles fans are passionate, and the idea of adding a talented young player who's hungry to prove himself resonates well with the team's culture of grit and determination. Newsome's journey from a first-round pick to potentially joining a defense on the rise is inspiring. It speaks to the Eagles' ongoing mission to build a roster that's not only talented but also motivated and hungry for success. Looking ahead, if this move materializes, it could set the tone for the rest of the NFL season. The Eagles would be sending a message. They're serious about defending their NFC crown and making another deep playoff run. It would also be a statement to their division rivals. Hey, we're not just here to compete. We're here to dominate. The NFC East has always been known for its fierce rivalries. And every addition counts. A player like Newsome could tip the scales in some of those critical matchups. In closing, the potential signing of Greg Newsome II by the Philadelphia Eagles is a story to keep a close eye on. It embodies the team's relentless pursuit of excellence, their strategic mindset, and their desire to continually improve. Whether or not this move happens, one thing is clear. The Eagles are always looking for ways to get better, and that's what makes following them so thrilling. So, Eagles fans, stay tuned, because the offseason is full of surprises, and this could be one of the most exciting yet. The journey toward another Super Bowl is never easy, but with moves like this, the Eagles are showing they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring that trophy back home. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think adding Greg Newsome would make the secondary better? Do you believe he's the missing piece for another deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles organization. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more breaking news, and all the latest from the Eagles camp. So, stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through every twist and turn. The road to another Super Bowl is long, but with this kind of strategic thinking and the passion of the fans, I truly believe the Philadelphia Eagles are on the right track. Thanks for watching, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly!